Okay guys, hello everyone, welcome to another live coding show of codetap. I'm your host Marian, and tonight we are going to play with QuickBlog. Let's do some more work. For the ones that are first timers over here, let me show you a quick way to see what's happening. So basically all the movies are nicely organized on youtube.com/codetap/playlists. So if you go on youtube.com/codetap/playlists or search for codetap, you can find all the videos that we are working on nicely organized in playlists. So for example, right now we are working on two projects. One is this one, Mega Menu Friend or Foe, and the other one is QuickBlog. And if you follow all those movies step by step, you get to the same place where we are today. Okay, with that said, you can watch the live stream from Facebook or from YouTube, and on YouTube you have 1080p on 60 frames per second. So to watch the stream on YouTube, either visit codetap on YouTube or go to codetap.io/live, and you can join the live stream on Facebook, on YouTube. Okay, now let's see. I think it's kind of ready. I just make sure that I have everything opened over here. Even watch page, maybe the live chat. Okay. There's some extra. Yeah. If the voice is doubled, please drop. Yes, it is double. Come on, what's happening? Yeah, that's it. One of them. Yeah, no more double voice. Okay, finally. Somebody would be really angry if my voice would be doubled again. So so far we've created last time a transition from the desktop, the mobile version to the tablet version, and we've created the files for the desktop version too. However, we haven't done anything yet about it. So let's see what we could do. We could continue today. So first of all, I want to correct this part over here on the mobile version. So let's see how we do this. If we are to inspect this menu panel, it's only one of them. So I think for the menu panel, we should style it. So let's go on to menu mobile CSS, and we have this menu panel. And let's add some margin. Okay, 0.5 rem. Let's see what happens when we save it. Let me also start the on-screen key. So you can see on the screen what the keys are pressed. So on Ctrl S, the menu looks a bit nicer. Now let's confirm that it looks nice as well over here. Yeah, definitely. So so far we are looking good. However, if we look at this welcome on the mobile side, it looks okay. However, on the tablet size, come on, it's squeezed like this. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll try to work out something. So feel free to drop in. This is a live show. We're learning. Okay, lots of activity on YouTube. So let's see. If we inspect it, this is the welcome one, and it has grid column 1 of 3. And let's go mean, height 100%, 100 viewport width, viewport height. So apparently, if we touch a mean height of 100 viewport height, it fixes it. So let's copy this, Ctrl C, and go into here, and let's find the welcome. However, after this we want to do some cleanup. Not this mobile, into the layout. I think layout has the okay, let's see the desktop. Where's layout here? Layout in here. So this welcome, we want to target it for the let's quickly do something else. This layout, we do the same thing as with the menu. So we do Control Shift S or Command Shift S, save us, and we say layout mobile. Okay, so we created a copy of layout into layout mobile. Then this layout, all the content in layout goes away, and we say import layout mobile. And we also want to create the tablet one. Okay, and in here, let's create a new file, layout tablet.scss, and in here we have the media mean width 768 pixels. This will target more or less devices like tablets. And in here we want to do the welcome like that. Okay, so now let's have a look into it. Come on. Resize. It doesn't want. I'm missing something. Come on. It's so hard to do it. Let's manually do it. Okay, so there's something else on top of it. No. Just doesn't like us. Having trouble resizing windows. That's nice. So as far as you can see on the mobile and on the tablet, it looks okay. As well as further down, like desktop size. So it looks okay, and then we can scroll down and do more about it. Okay, so we fixed this, the height of our welcome. Okay, now let's see. What else could we do about it? Our target is to achieve this. This is the final version of it. This is the final version, and this is the about page with some content in it. And then we got the contact. We got privacy and terms over here, which are using a different layout. So yeah, then top, and it's a home somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so we are back here when we have CSS, and for each CSS, have a CSS tutorial, read more about it. It's like a deeper level page. So we got lots of stuff to do. Let's see what we could continue with. The moment, I would say, unless you vote for something else, I would say let's do some content. Let's put some proper content into our index HTML. What do you say, guys? Hi, Zach. Zaich. This blog is for beginners to be able to build a blog for themselves, and the question is this quick blog for a company, or is it just something that you've been working by yourself for the channel? So I started with this quick blog and your online resume to teach my face-to-face students, and later on I thought about sharing it with you guys online too. So whatever I've helped my students to quickly learn the web development job and well get clients or get somebody to hire them as employees. Well, basically those are two of the projects that I've started. So I'm sharing them with you online. It's not for a company, it's for yourself. Basically, once you got this blog ready and you do some, let me just go to the online one. So basically, when you learn something about CSS, you could write an article for yourself with your findings. When you're learning something about HTML or something about JavaScript, you could use this blog as an example and as your, let's say, online presence. So when you go and apply for a job, you could mention it and say, look, I'm in this thing. I already have a blog online. I'm writing about the technology, the web technology, how things evolve, and myself too. So yeah, this is the purpose, for you to be able to quickly build a blog using only HTML and CSS, and maybe just a bit of JavaScript. Yeah, you do that, Isaac. So let's see. How does it look, this one compared to this one? Okay, so the text is a bit bigger, definitely. Let's inspect it and see how big is this H1. Okay, so it has almost 4 rem. So if we are to go into, let's say, mobile, is there an H1 over here? Yeah. Font size 2 rem. It's more like 4. However, it's not affecting it because it's over here. So welcome to Quick Blog HTML5 introduction. Welcome to Quick Blog. Oh, they look similar. The spacing is not the same, but that's not that important. Our second text, this one it's not as big as I wanted it to be. So let's check this one. This a P lead, and maybe that's why it's missing it. Okay, so into pag, we want to open the index pag file. Well, there is a P lead, but maybe this is welcome description. Okay. So let's go back to layout, mobile, welcome description, font size 2 rem. Let's see how it looks now. It's a lot more. I think it's using align justify, so let's do that too. Text align justify. Well, it's not justify. Using quick blog. Maybe there is some more padding. 5 rem. Still padding with double D. It's not doing anything. Come on, this is the welcome description. Well, it does now, so 1.5. It's getting close to 2. That looks a bit better. Anyway, now this click to continue scrolling definitely has more padding. The arrow looks a bit bigger, so let's inspect it. We have a scroll down, and this is the scroll down. Font size 1.5. No, it's not the font size, it's the padding. So let's do 1 and see what happens. Okay, looks better. Almost one and the same. As far as I can see, only that arrow needs to be a bit smaller. So where's the arrow? This one, we want to change the border with not everything, just this part. So pressing Ctrl D, not everything, just 2 times. Come on. Pressing Ctrl D, yeah, that's it. So not 0.5, maybe 0.3. Let's save it, and the arrow is a bit too small now, 0.4, and it looks a bit better. Okay, yeah, looks better, definitely. Okay, let's see if there are any questions. Hey Claudio, nice to see you. Okay. If there are any questions, guys, you should start thinking of them or asking them, as we are about to wrap up the coding for today, and we'll see. While I'm waiting for questions, I'll be doing this content quickly. So let's see what we have over here. So I have the H2, and then we have a P with a link in it, and let's do this. Okay, index.pug. So I got a P. It has a link to QuickBlog, does it? No. Okay, so let's grab this. And it's not P lead, just P. And then we have the link to QuickBlog. How do we do links? Well, there's a tricky part over here. If we want to do links, let's see what happens if we add a link in this P tag, and we start with an A and then QuickBlog, and then we'll learn how to solve the next problem. Right now, I'm right-clicking, copy link address, just to add it here in the href, and save it. Let's see how it looks like. So if you look at this text over here, there is no spacing over here. So there are multiple ways of doing it. Let's analyze, or at least start with one of them. So I should add a space, a hard-coded space. Let's try to add it like this. Interpolation of empty string. Let's see if it works. Yeah, that one worked. So right now over here we've created an empty string in JavaScript, which is basically a space. This is a space here. Then we've evaluated this empty string with the interpolation in pug. So basically, if you put a variable in here, it will evaluate it and print its value. So currently the value is an empty string, and we've used the pipes to separate those three like that. That's one way of creating spaces. And maybe in the next lesson we'll learn how to use mixins. Mixins are very, very similar to functions in any other language. So if you're familiar with functions, mixins are pretty much one and the same. At least that's how I view them. So we've created that spacing over here. See, any questions? No questions on Facebook. No questions yet on YouTube either. Cool, guys, I'll continue doing some content here. I think this is a block quote. Let's inspect it. Yeah, it's a block quote with the class block quote, and then we have a block quote body. So let's start doing something about it. Let me quickly bring this on this side because it's easier for us to see the structure. No, yeah, this and this. Yeah, okay. So after the P, we got directly the block quote. So over here, block quote with the class of block quote, and then inside it we have a div with the class of. So it's optional to write like div and class block quote body. It's optional to write the div because pug by default will default to a div if you don't specify anything. So then inside this we have a P with some content which I'm going to copy. Okay, and then we got a footer with the class of block quote footer, and basically this is in here like that. So it's the class of the footer. Footer is the tag, and then the class of block quote footer. And inside it we have an A tag with the href to bitb.uk. I'll quickly check the questions if there are any. Okay, and then what's that? target blank. We need target blank, which means when you click on the link, it will open in a new window. That's what target blank means. Target blank. And the content is my name. Okay, so if we save it, we can see that now we have this blue code. You don't have to be good to start, you have to start to become good. That's the code over here. You don't have to be good to start, you have to start to become good. So we'll style this one later on too. Okay. Well, keep going, Razvan, make it work. If you get stuck, let me know. I'll try to help you out. Okay, let's continue. Then we got this one over here. What's this? Looks like an H2 or an H3. Well, it's actually a P class lead. We just grab this content. I think it's already there. But let's see. It's not the small one. Okay, so it's another one. So P class lead, and then the content. Okay, and then the last part, which is this one. Okay, and we also have an action top. This is the small one. I think we've already done it. Yeah, P and small. Okay, so then we have this one. What does this one do? Well, I think it jumps back to the top. Okay, so for this to work, let's create the link. Let's create it in here and then we'll move it outside. So firstly, let's do an A with the href pointing to hashtag top, and the link would be top. So if we save it, right now there is a top. However, if we click on it, well, it does it anyway. I think as long as it doesn't point to any other place in the page, it just works. If it doesn't find anything, because we haven't created the div with the ID of top, so it just works. Click top, it goes to the top. Okay, so the next part would be to style it, and also look at how to create a proper link without using this trick over here. How do we make the link continue in the printing with a space after the content? Right now, if we don't use this trick, let's see it again. Let me comment this line. So if we go over here, we can see that quick blog looks like one word over here. So that's why we are using this trick to insert a space in between. And next time we'll be doing mixins, and at the same time we'll be styling the homepage. Maybe we'll also create the desktop version. So we finalize the first page responsive web design, let's say part, or at least get it in a better position. Let's see, any more questions? Razvan is asking if it would work if you put a space using the Unicode Alt plus 255. Well, Razvan, you can try and see if it works. However, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. Anyway, you can try, or maybe interpolate a non-breaking space, something like this. Non-breaking space, MBSP. This should be like a hard code space in HTML. So maybe this works. Let's try it actually. So cut this, paste it in here, and yeah, it does work. So this would be another way of doing it, with that NBSP at the end. However, we would want to somehow put the link here in those parentheses. It won't be with parentheses, but imagine the link would be here and you would normally write the text to look like a continuous text. So how do you put this link easily inside here? Yeah, let's actually play with it. So this is one way. I'll leave it committed over here, and then let's grab this part over here, and see what we could do about it. No, I'll leave it for next time, definitely. There's a way to interpolate tags, something like this, A, and then we start with the maybe attributes, href equals something like that, and add more of them, but I have to check the syntax. It's on Pug language. If you Google Pug language, we would definitely see more options. By the way, guys, for those ones that already know what Pug is, it's a template engine for HTML, and there are many more. Yeah, definitely. So, for example, EJS, it's another one. Handlebars, and yeah, definitely a lot more. Pug used to be called Jade before that, due to some licensing and rights. They had to change the name. So we are using Pug. However, feel free to use EJS, handlebars, anything that you feel comfortable with. I have my reasons for choosing Pug over the other ones. If you want, we can talk about them. Well, nice one. So Alt plus 255, let's do that too, works. So basically, if I press Alt and type 255, it creates a space there, and it's a Unicode character. It's not just a space itself, and apparently it works. So MBSP at the end, district over here, some other ones which you'll learn later on. There are many options. Okay, so it's getting there. It's looking better. It's halfway responsive, so it works on mobile and tablet. However, we still need to finish the styling, and maybe we do the desktop version too. That's the plan. Questions. The coding part is done for tonight. Come on, guys. Hey, Peterfi. Hello. I'll talk some more about some other stuff, unless you are asking, which is, let's grab this quick blog over here and do Google PageSpeed. And basically we want to go on Google PageSpeed Insights and paste the link in to analyze our website, and Google should give us a quite good score, which is 100 of 100 on mobile and 97 on the desktop version. Don't worry about achieving a perfect score. If you're between 90 and 100, you're already above 90% of other web pages. So by using these techniques that I'm teaching you, by building projects similar to this, you instantly achieve a score that should be 90% or more, even a perfect score on Google PageSpeed. Definitely this could be a selling point towards your clients or towards your employer. So I'm happy to share this with you. I hope you're happy too. Since nobody asks any questions, Muhammad, where are you from? Hey Muhammad, I'm from London. Well, originally I was born in Romania, and I've moved to London about 6 years ago. I'm close to be 7, and it's been a terrific and extraordinary journey so far. So maybe my accent is not that much or that close to an English one. However, I'm pretty sure I'm doing just fine. So yeah, I'm from Romania and I live in London. How about you, Muhammad? That was a great question. Muhammad, sorry, maybe I misspelled your name. Okay. Like and share if you have any friends, tag your friends in. this coding part is for everyone. I've devised kind of a master plan and crammed about 20 years of experience into a project that will allow you to build from day one. So basically what I'm doing over here is teaching you how to build projects without knowing how to build them, and you learn as you go. That's my aim, to make it as simple as possible with lots of shortcuts, so we can avoid all the pain that I've been through those years to get to this knowledge. So nice, Pakistan. Nice to meet you, Mohammed. Guess I'll give it one more minute, and if not, we'll call this a night, and we'll continue later on in about, let me see the time, in about 1 hour and 13 minutes. There's another live show. It's about a mega menu, friend or foe. So due to the nature of a mega menu having lots of links, usually they have hundreds of links, sometimes even thousands. That's how mega menu works. It could be a bad thing for your web page from the search engine optimization point of view. So if you're dealing with SEO, and you have a website where you would implement a mega menu, and quickly let me show you what a mega menu is. So if we go on amazon.co.uk or similar websites, once you go on this department, you get a drop down, and from this drop down you get another drop down, and from this one another drop. So it can be a multi-level. It doesn't have to be 3 levels deep. It can be 2 levels deep, 5 levels deep, but the point is you navigate through this interface which has lots and lots of links. Google and the user experience usually go along up to 100 links. It's like a recommendation. If you go on more than that, well, your web page has to suffer, and if your web page suffers, your visitors, your clients will suffer too. So you should do everything you can to improve the user experience and the journey of your customers or of your visitors on your website. And I'll be showing you how to avoid having a disadvantage in front of search engines like Google and Bing and so on. So that will be in about an hour, another live show. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Let me quickly bring Photoshop. So you go and search for codetap on YouTube or on Facebook. Like and share. And well, I'll see you in about 1 hour. Thank you for watching. You've been amazing. Happy coding and create something awesome.